And we're live. All right, guys. This is the Dalius Makerspace Dream Delvers game, the Underdogs test run number 1, September 28th, 2021. With us, we have Joe, Ogre, and Camden. Joe, who are you? What are you? And why are you?
My name is Elkred. I am a high elf warlock. Growing up, I did not have. I was born into a family of sorcerers, but I did not have access to magic. I was thereby ostracized from my family, and I signed a pact with an archfey in order to gain access to the same amount of magic to be allowed back into the high elf society. Eventually, I decided to leave my society in order to because I could feel how fake people were for ostracizing me and then accepting me because of my magic. So then I decided to leave and adventure.
Cool. Ogre, you're up.
I'm playing Fenris Snow. He is an Eladrin from the Feywild, normally in winter phase. His hair is white. His eyes are kind of an auburn, like leaf auburn. He's about 6 foot tall. Kind of slim of build, which makes his strength unusual. He is a wanderer of the worlds. He places no stock in wealth or well-mannered folks. Money and manners don't save you from a hungry owlbear or hunger itself. Each person's responsibility is to make others happy and to better the tribe or the family. Uh, he has a hard time getting to know people. Uh, his charisma is kind of low on that endeavors, and he is out to take care of evildoers wherever they may show. And violence is my answer to almost any challenge.
All right. Thank you, Ogre. Um, let's see. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with my audio right now. Can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, second here. A couple little adjustments. All right, Camden, you're up.
So I'll be playing Hank Silvermane, a human wizard coming from noble lineage. Um, Noble families of little import. They are small agrarian barons, but Hank has left home to essentially expand his knowledge and increase his power over the world. If he can attain it, then nobody can tell him what to do. And standing at a solid 6'4" lithe frame, pretty much every man.
Okay, and with that, our adventure begins. Your party has been staying in Delius for several weeks and has made friends with Malleus, the founder of a world renowned artisan guild that is local to the city. Expelled by incumbents 2 days before he was expected to win an election on guild council, Malleus began rebuilding by starting a new guild, whose membership has been largely composed of friends and associates that have remained loyal to him and secretly assisted him during his campaign for a seat on the council. Coincidentally, all of his friends are now expelled former members of his old guild. Many of these friends have discussed with you and your party their own personal experiences at Delius Makerspace, all of which involved witnessing a certain degree of corruption, abuse, and a sizable amount of unhappiness. Due to your adventuring profession, you've been hired by Malleus's new guild for modest wages to do work for them, fixing their buildings, sewers, and other infrastructure damage, which your party feels a duty to do without grudge or complaint due to everyone's empathy for their plights. You are currently at the guild. It is in disarray. The guild members there have purchased or at least rented a building in a relatively poor part of town, of which they could afford. And there's currently holes in the walls, and old the doors are needing to be repaired, and the ceilings leaking from from not being properly maintained, and you guys are there currently, kind of shooting the shit with the other guild members. What do you do?
I kind of take out my carpentry tools and get to work.
All right,
I'm
you notice
ignoring the people that want to chit chat. There's
You're-
work to be done.
you're ignoring. You do find there's a number of people that are kind of chatty. They're there for social reasons often, and are having difficulty kind of staying focused. You also notice, roll a perception check. Anybody that cares to.
Yep. 16.
16.
Same here.
Okay.
Uh,
With
4.
With a 4, okay. With a 16, you notice that there is some apprehension in the air. You haven't been there as long as everyone else, but you notice everybody's kind of looking over their shoulder and a little nervous about each other's company, and they keep several of them keep going outside, looking out the door.
What are you so nervous about? I asked one of the persons who keeps going in and out.
Oh, haven't you heard? It's we've been sabotaged a number of times. We've found a number of explosive devices outside.
Oh.
Just yesterday, I found one that was about to go off, and I managed to, disable it in the nick of time. He says.
Oh. What type of explosive was it?
Well, it was just some sort of pipe that had a fuse, and it was, lit and about to explode.
Oh. That is distressing.
So we want to keep an eye on everything, and make sure that saboteurs at foot don't cause any more trouble. We haven't had anybody successfully cause any problems, but it's just a matter of time because it's already happened twice this week.
Does the guild know about it?
Oh yeah. I mean, you just got here, so you should know. This is something that's really kind of disconcerting. We've already had a couple of reported it to the authorities, but they said that they were going to investigate it, but I don't exactly have a good feeling about how much effort they're going to put into that, he says.
Oh, well, I suppose if I could get off a day of work and perhaps I could help investigate.
Everyone, make a dex save. Wouldn't you know it? There's
21.
a loud explosion, and it's
17.
inside. 17, 21,
10.
and 10. Okay, everybody above a 15 manages to dodge out of the way just in the nick of time. Joe, it looks like you're taking 6 points of damage.
6?
6 points of damage.
Uh,
Oh, wait. You're level 5, right?
yes.
Mhm.
You take 10 points of damage. There you go.
Thank you.
A little extra never hurt anyone.
There you go. All right.
Can you just what's
So-
up with this explosion?
All right. So basically, all of a sudden, everybody, there's a huge explosion. Your ears are ringing. Everybody, you look around and you notice there's a couple of people on the floor. there is 5 people that appear to be on the floor, not moving.
Right. I head over, take a look at them.
All right, you go over and you take a look, and there's a man that you're looking at. He is a human, and he appears to have blood coming out of his ears and nose, and his arm seems to be missing.
Missing.
Yeah, it apparently got blown off.
Do I see it?
Roll an investigation check.
21.
21. You find various body parts, including an arm, including a leg, and somebody's torso.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'm going to focus on the arm right now.
Okay.
Using medicine and a cure light wound.
Mm-hmm.
Going to try to line it up as best as possible.
Okay.
Probably won't work, but who knows? And I heal him for 7 points of damage.
All right. You notice when you heal him for 7 points of damage, the limb doesn't attach, but it does kind of skin over, and he wakes up.
All right.
I have a potion of healing. I would want to administer to someone else who might look very grievously wounded.
Okay. All right. So you're looking around. You find a number of people that are still unconscious on the floor. There's screaming going on, and a lot of people are running outside in terror. And you do find one person. You said you're going to administer a healing potion or something?
Yep.
All right. You go ahead and find somebody that looks unconscious and administer a healing potion for how much?
Remind me, it's 2d4 plus 4. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 8.
An 8. Okay. That person seems to have revived. There's 3 other people, and one person apparently a torso that doesn't have any head.
Okay, well, I'm not going to try to reattach that, but I'll go to the next person.
Okay.
How bad off are they? I can do a medicine check if you want.
They appear to be missing a leg. But they seem you can't really tell if they're alive or not.
Medicine check.
Okay, you do a medicine check to determine if they're alive or to
15. Yeah.
Okay, they appear to be barely conscious, but or barely they appear to be alive, but dying.
Okay. Another cure light, 6 points.
Okay, that person is revived. Again, the leg seems to skin over, and
help them get out.
And you help them get out.
Call to Camden. Camden, help this one come out. Get out.
What would you have me do?
Help them get outside.
Will do.
Go to
instead of touching the bloody person, I will summon an unseen servant to guide them outside.
All right, you summon an unseen servant, and the unseen servant does its best to assist the legless person outside.
Next.
Okay. And
may have that one.
I think there's two others that.
Yep.
Okay.
That might be still alive.
That may or may not be alive. All
okay.
right.
Well, all I got are healing potions. Am I just going to use all my healing potions on these people?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Minor spells, so.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Uh,
If you have medicine, you can try to help them stabilize.
I got. I am not proficient, and I have +0 to that, so it doesn't
Uh,
seem like something he would do.
Hank can
Okay.
stabilize. He's pretty apt at this field of study. So there's two more. What's the condition of the last two?
They, oh, weren't they incapacitated? Or,
And we're waiting for Mark to
Oh, what
say
did
how
you roll?
bad.
What did you roll on your medicine?
Well, I'll roll it real quick. Got a 20.
20. You find somebody that is pretty dead.
All right,
With a
on to the
20.
next one. Would you like me to roll another medicine?
Roll another.
I'm
One up with
headed
a
over there
12.
with him.
12.
I ended up with a 23 with a natural 20.
All right, this person is conscious. He is conscious and,
Okay.
and kind of muttering to himself,
Did you
but
see what happened?
very injured. He's kind of like, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop it is what he says. He's like
Okay.
he's experiencing some post-traumatic stress right now, and isn't responding to your question.
All right. Well, let's see. I do a cure light wound on him and roll a 1, so 4 points.
4 points. Okay. All right. So he
Actually,
he
if
recovers.
he doesn't, if he can't divulge the information willingly, I will cast detect thoughts, and then I will pierce deeper to see what the root thought is.
Okay. All right. So with a detect thoughts, you get a sense that he saw it happening. Like he thought he saw somebody plant a bomb, and it was somebody he knew. It was somebody there in the guild. It's like a guild member.
Hmm.
Perfect. And I will relay that to the rest of the party that we have a inside man
Mm-hmm.
or woman, who knows. But it definitely appears to be an inside job based on our witness here.
Yes. All right.
Do we recognize this individual in any way? Um,
He doesn't have a sense of who, just that more of a like a suspicion that it is. It's like he saw out of the corner of his eye somebody plant something, but he turned around and he wasn't able to identify who it was because they had moved, and he was like looking around and trying to determine who, and got really kind of paranoid about it. And then a minute later, he could have opened his mouth and made some mention of uh, what was going on, but he wasn't even sure that it was a bomb until after it exploded.
Okay. Well, um, can you get a description?
And this is all Camden that's pulling this from his mind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all just thoughts. I don't get any. Do I get any pictures? Any images? I wouldn't think so. Would I?
Does the spell give you pictures? I don't think it does, right?
It does not.
Just
It's only thoughts.
it's only thought.
Well,
So you're getting all of
thoughts.
this. You're
Right.
getting a
Well,
lot of
thoughts
self. Go ahead.
can often be visual. So
Well, I'm going with
it doesn't
ideas.
say it's a dialogue. It's what they're thinking of. If they're thinking of a flower, you would see a flower.
Yeah, I'm going with abstract thoughts, so that
Okay.
can be a sense of an image, and so I'm relaying those abstract thoughts to you right now, and and his thoughts are that it was somebody inside, somebody placed something, and he wasn't sure what it was, and he could have, if he wanted to cause a bunch of drama, he could have made some mention of it, but he held his tongue, and then there was an explosion, and then he's blaming himself now, and is having a bit of a hard time dealing with it.
Okay. I'm checking around the room. Um, do I see any rodents running around?
Yes, you do see some rats.
Okay. I'm going to use.
You see what you see is rat droppings. You don't really see a rat out in
Okay.
the open.
I'm going to go using nature, trying to figure out where the rats would be hiding at, and that is a 17.
Okay. There appears to be, lots of nooks and crannies in between the walls. There's a storage closet that apparently has, some holes in it, and there's also the floor, which uses some sort of suspended beam construction with a big
Okay.
gap underneath.
Using my ranger thing of animal affinity, I'm going to try to talk with or calmly approach one of the rats,
hmm
using primal awareness.
Okay.
Uh,
You approach one of the
going to talk
rats
with.
and talk to a rat. Okay.
Yep.
You
This is the
speak with animals.
Okay, great.
okay? So you
I also have that spell, so I mean, you
Are
go
you-
for it. But
are
do you
you
have to
going-
use a spell slot for that?
Yeah. Kind of.
I can cast it at will if you
Okay.
want me to.
Yeah.
all right?
All
First,
right, that works.
first, are you able to find? I mean, you find rat droppings. You have to, this is in a building. They scurry. You want to lure one out.
Yeah.
You want to go and how are you going to lure it out?
I'm
Well,
gonna cast speak with animals and say, "Hello, little rat friends. Are you out there? Can you hear me?"
All right. So you do that, and nobody responds.
I'm going to kind of open up one of the areas.
hmm
Again, trying to calm the animals that are in the area.
hmm
Kind of let them know.
Remember, there was just an
okay.
explosion. I'm sure they're traumatized too. So.
Yep. Which is why I am trying to do this gently and to a place where they would, I guess you'd say, go to hide.
Okay. Okay. So
Can I find one?
where do you go specifically? Are you going to go underneath the building, or are you going to go
floorboards?
the floorboards? All right. So you find there is
I'm
plenty.
imagining that some of them are kind of loose.
There's
from,
plenty of loose
all the-
floorboards. There's some that are missing. So it would be easy to put your head underneath and look around and chat one up. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you could find any.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking.
All right.
One.
So you're looking, and you notice that there's got to be a rat hiding under a rock because you see its tail.
Okay. Without revealing it,
hmm
I motion to Camden, point to the rat. Let's see if you can get anything out of him.
Oh, I think you mean me, but
Joe.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, Joe.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, I said I pull out a little bit of rations and I said, "Come here, little friend."
What just happened here? Who are you? He says.
I was hoping you could tell me that.
Why such a loud
You're trying
noise?
to-
Why are you making such a loud noise? My ears are still ringing. He says.
Did you see what happened?
I only heard what happened, and what I heard was really loud.
Yes, it was. I turned back to the rest of the group. He only heard what happened.
Ask
Seems kind
him.
of.
Actually, I'm going to do speak with animals as well.
Okay.
Little friend,
Oh shit! Who are
there
you?
was. I am Fenris. I am a ranger. I mean you no harm.
Since when
We're
are you
trying to find
talking?
out.
I'm just trying to find a meal here. Why are you guys bothering us so much?
I can help you with a meal, but first, can you help me with a problem?
Like what? What you got? What you got? Food?
Someone
Because
put an
I think
item
I
in the
think a
room.
little better. I think a little better on a full stomach. You know. He says.
I look at Joe.
Yeah. Elkred will put down a piece of his 1 day's worth of rations.
All right. And all of a sudden, him and about 7 or 8 of his friends go eating.
Did any of you guys happen to see someone place an item? I point to where I think the center of the explosion was.
Someone? What do you mean, someone? Like a human?
Yep, like a human or one of the
Uh,
other
I'm
two-legged
not. I'm not
creatures.
exactly. You know, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention. I usually run away whenever I see a human. You know, unless they got food like
That's
you guys
probably a
do,
good
which is,
idea.
great. I really like this. Do you have any more? I'm sure we could, you know, use some more. We got a whole.
Yes,
I got a family of 18. You know,
we can even
I got
set some
kids.
food out for the next few days
Mm.
if you can help us figure out who left the package.
Who left the package? And
Yeah,
people have been coming
I
and
point to
going, and
where.
this place was great. For a while. It was just most. I mean, it's a little bit better in some ways. There's more food now that people are here, but now that you're, it's also more dangerous. You know, because
Yeah,
you spend a lot of time feeling lots of anxiety that we didn't have before because there are humans around, causing all sorts of noises like that big noise just now, which we didn't have.
yeah,
We didn't have
that
before.
wasn't something we wanted. That was something
We is
somebody
in. What are you talking about?
put there to destroy the building.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well,
We.
someone that's
Why did you
working
do it?
against these people.
Why did you do it if you didn't want to?
We
I don't
didn't do it.
understand.
Someone else did. Now, I
You
can
mean
talk
humans
with the
didn't do
people
it?
that are going to. A particular human did, but they're not with us. They're kind of like from an enemy clan
What's a clan?
family.
Oh, a different family? You mean like you're
Yep.
competing? You're competing for resources and food?
Yep, kind of like that.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
So this other
And
family of yours
what I can do,
wants food that you have.
they want us to stop doing something, which isn't going to happen. And
Okay.
if you help us, I will talk with the people that are going to be living here with you and see if we can work out an arrangement so that as long as you don't become too populous,
What do you mean
you
too
can stay
populous?
without being harassed. Uh, that we'll figure out later. Um, maybe they can set up a place for you guys to actually live and have a good place. Does that
Okay.
sound good?
I don't understand your big words, but you're gonna feed us, right?
Yeah,
And
I'll make sure that they feed you
and
and that they
and
don't try to kill you,
and we're not
as
gonna
long
be
as there
like
aren't
in a
too many.
cage or any of those very
No
horrible
cage.
things.
No
Okay.
cage.
I mean, I don't know. I might have to talk about it with my family. The missus, she has more say than I do most of the time.
Yeah. Well, what I'm looking at is trying to find the person that's making the loud noise, destroying this place. Because if they have their way, it'll be burned to the ground.
Well, if you
And the
want,
city wouldn't have any home.
I can ask around and see if anybody saw anything. You know, I can't guarantee though that anybody saw anything. Most people don't really pay attention to human things other than the fleeing and the food and other
Yeah.
stuff. But I'll do what I can if you don't mind waiting while I go and
Sure.
chat
Go
him up.
ahead.
All right. So he goes and he
Find me,
starts.
or I point to Joe's character. We can both talk with you.
All right. So
Okay.
he scurries off with the rations that you left,
I give him another ration.
and it's going to take him a little while, and he'll say he'll come find you.
Okay.
And in the meantime,
Meanwhile, checking.
you guys are dealing with the aftermath of all that stuff, and towards the end of the evening, you go back to where you were staying at the inn, and come back the next day. Another day, another dollar, and
I'll
after
actually sleep on site if the
okay,
other guys don't mind.
all right. So nothing in particular happens over the evening, and the morning comes, and at early in the morning, not too early, but probably late morning, there's a knock at the guild hall door, and somebody goes and answers the door, and apparently there's a city official there that's there to inspect the premises for code violations. I see that there's been a lot of damage here, and I got somebody trying to get in. Hold on one second.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. All right. So I see here that there's been some code violations. I just thought I would inspect the premises and make sure that everybody is up to code, because we can't have people endangering themselves and becoming a liability to the city. After all, we do have ways of, trying to prevent people from hurting themselves around here, and that's called being up to code. He says, and he goes.
And we
He
are
goes.
working on getting to the code.
I see. Do you have all the proper permits necessary for being up to code, including or for being here and making everything up to code, including work permits and all the necessary uh, other related permits that you need to file with the city before you can actually conduct work? And I do believe there's all sorts of requirements necessary for you to meet in order for you to follow those permits. And our anonymous source has indicated that you guys do not fall under those requirements. And I just want to make sure that that anonymous source, I want to make sure that
Is he paying
I'm
you
doing
well?
my job. Excuse me. The only
Is he
person paying
paying
me
you
right
well?
now is the city. Thank you very much. Okay, we have to follow up on all complaints, and this is a complaint, and I'm just doing my job. Thank you very much. and he goes, he kind of walks in, imposing himself on the guild, and goes looking around and notices all the boards and the damage and the blood, and he said, "What happened here? Why is there so much? It appears like
We
there
were
was some
attacked.
carnage here. Attacked by whom?" He says. "Did you report it to the proper
Trying to
authorities?"
find that out. I'm sure someone did.
Well, I don't have it here in my on my form that there was any reporting
Well,
of
it
any
happened
attack.
yesterday, so it may not have gotten to you yet.
I'm going to have to follow up on that. And he begins writing in his on his tablet, and kind of looks around the room very suspiciously, and looking you up and down, Ogre.
Mhm.
What work permits do you have to be here on the premises before it's open to the public? He says.
Me, I have none.
Then
I'm
you need to
just a
be.
worker.
Then you need to be outside.
I can't fix things so that it's safe for others to come
You,
inside if I'm
you
outside.
need to file the proper permits necessary in order to be inside. Have you filed the proper permits to be inside? He says.
That's not my job.
Okay, well, tell your employer that all personnel need to have filings with the city in place before they can conduct any types of repair.
I will let him know.
Okay, in the meantime,
Now, for
I'm
your
going to
own
have to
safety,
close the doors and make sure that nobody comes in until all of the proper paperwork is in order, he says.
sure, I'll make sure no one comes in. And I step towards him. Let's go.
He
I'm
looks at
staring him down.
you kind of confused, as if, roll your intimidation.
19 on my intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
I think a 19 would do it.
All right. 19 intimidation. He kind of looks at you and as if you're gesturing some sort of threatening pose, and he says, What is this? What is this? Are you assaulting an official?" And he backs away out of the
Nope,
door.
I'm just merely complying with your order.
"I feel as though you are intent to do harm," and he begins to write furiously on
If I
his.
intended to do harm, I would have.
He
Now,
kind of looks
please,
at the rest
go.
of you, and he says, "You'll hear of this," and he walks away, kind of in a hurry.
All right, I'm going to go see our buddy.
Mal-
What's his name?
Malleus approaches you
Malleus?
after that, and he says, "I did have some money set aside, by the way, to bribe him. I borrowed some money from a friend,
We're going to need that for other things.
and
Go ahead and make sure you file the paperwork. It'll be cheaper to pay them off than it would be to pay him off because he's already been bought, I'm sure.
well, I know these guys are always looking to cause trouble and trying to get paid. That's just how things operate around here sometimes. I've been here all my life, and this is just part of doing business. So, I mean, nothing I'm sure anybody is proud of, but like I said, I do have the funds set aside to handle bribes. So,
Go bribe someone that's not as dirty as him.
well,
And
I'm just
make
a
sure
little.
that the city guard knows about the attack yesterday.
All right. Well, he kind of sighs, and he almost kind of looks like kind of deflated, really, because it's so much trouble. all this, so much trouble, and all he's trying to do is open a guild hall. And so, all right, with that, you go down and you notice, you know, some rats kind of staring at you from the floorboard.
I head over there to him. Joe?
Sorry, am I at the tavern or am I with you?
Oh, I thought everyone had come back for the day.
Everybody's come back for
okay.
the day, and you're
Okay.
all at the guild again. Basically, day ended. You went back to the tavern. You came back. I kind of fast forwarded to the next day.
Okay, so that means I got a long rest and healed back up.
You got a long rest and you healed back up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast Speak with Animals. So, little buddy, what'd you find?
You wouldn't believe it, guy. You know, some of the guys, they've been saying that there was a lot of people here doing a lot of crazy things before you guys even showed up.
Oh yeah.
You might want to be careful around here because the word is you're probably not safe here, you know?
Oh, like before they even started construction?
Before you guys moved in, there was a bunch of people here, uh, you know, doing stuff to everything and everywhere. So you just want to be careful, if that makes any sense.
I understand to be careful, but when you say doing stuff everywhere, do you mean like digging holes and putting things in the ground? Do you mean like
I mean,
can you be
the consensus is it all seemed kind of shady and really kind of above our pay grade. You know what I mean? We don't really know what we're kind of looking at. We just know it's a bunch of human stuff.
yeah, I'll
But
relay that to the group.
but
Can you show us?
I know enemy families when I see them.
Yeah.
Can you show us where they were doing weird things or shady things?
I mean, all I got is everywhere and everywhere. It's like floorboards and up high in there and up low, and there's some pipes and there's some outside stuff, and it's there. I mean, if I could write a list, I would, but I can't because I'm just a rat, you know.
Yeah, but can you show us?
I've never saw anything myself. I'm just telling you what everybody else is telling me.
Okay, can they show us?
I
There's food
mean,
in it.
what I got was like I got like a kind of like a family reunion get together, and we all had a conversation. Everybody saw something different. All right, does that make any sense? And I tell you right now, not too many of them want to be seen with a human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand. But just so you know, I'm an Eladrin. I'm just
Oh,
here helping them out,
okay. I
trying
don't
to
know what
get
that
them on the right track.
means. Don't know what that means, but you look human to me.
I
And
come from the Feywild, not
don't-
from even this area.
okay, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. But I wish
I,
you guys luck, he says.
Well,
right. Hmm. All right. Time to do a little search and destroy. Let's find all the stuff that they're talking about. Be
All right,
careful.
all right. So how are you going to handle it?
I'm going to start investigating the room little by little.
Roll an investigation check.
I guess I would be helping him. So you
16
can do that. Do that with advantage.
or 19. I think I'll take the 19.
Alright. Um. Okay, so in the walls, you see something that looks really, really odd, and it appears to be a board that's attached to a string that seems to be going down to the floor.
Okay. Using my thieves' tools, I'm going to try to disarm it as if it's a trap. So, sleight of hand.
You notice though, and I'll give you some free insight. The where it's positioned, it doesn't appear like it would be doing anything for like it. It would be it would be very unlikely that anybody would set it off unless they were like doing some sort of repair work.
Construction work. Okay. Like I was doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now what was that roll? I got 18. Trying to disarm it.
Okay. You seem to have disarmed it, and it appears as though it was attached to some sort of vial of acid that would be broken and cause some damage to an underfloor pipe.
Okay. And let's see. Add that to my inventory.
And Joe, you have anything you want to do?
Not sure, to be honest. I guess, like, I assume since this isn't the only object, I guess, in this entire place, like, in terms of sabotage, I'll guess I'll try to figure out who was working on this room specifically. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
You're going to try to figure out who was working on this room, as in,
Yeah, or
what do you mean? You're going to try to get an insight check on something?
yeah, just like if there's any like workers ledger or something, try to discuss with like which workers were working specifically in this room to try and narrow down a list of suspects, essentially.
Roll
I was.
roll a perception check.
A what?
Roll a perception check.
Okay, that's a 21.
A 21. You notice that one of Malleus's closest friends has a trail of slime that is, trailing down his leg, or trailing across the room, and you seem to be stepping on it.
What? So one of Malleus's co-workers or has slime down his leg?
Not just one of his coworkers, but one of his closest friends appears to have slime that's trailing from his leg and out the door, and you happen to be stepping on the slime.
I guess I'll first I'll touch the slime itself. What is it? Is there anything I can tell about the slime itself, like the quality of it?
You look at do a insight check on the slime.
That's pretty low. That's a 9.
It seems to be sticky and kind of feels like dish soap. Camden, what do you do? Camden's MIA. Ogre, what do you got?
I'm going to keep looking. Do I see the slime?
Did you roll an investigation check or a perception check?
Investigation or perception?
I'll take either one.
Perception is 20, a dirty 20.
You notice the same very, very thin Wi-Fi is out. Okay, I got you. You find the same trail of slime. Apparently, Joe's character is stepping upon.
Joseph's character what?
Joe's character is stepping on a very thin trail of slime that's being exuded by one of Malleus's closest friends. It would appear. He seems to be dragging it around everywhere he goes. Very thin, like the length of, or the width of a human hair.
Hold on a second. Oh, just make 4, and if you want some. Oh, do you want a quesadilla?
Ogre.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh, sorry. You
All right,
there?
so what do you guys do about the slime?
I'm going to follow it.
All right. You follow the slime.
Oh,
You notice that this trail of slime leads out the door.
Follow it.
All right, roll an investigation check to try to follow the slime out the door.
I'll help you with that.
DC
Okay.
25 now. It was a lot easier to spot on the floor. Now it's outside, a little harder to spot.
Well, I can't get any better than that. I got a natural 20, so that
All
makes
right.
it a 24.
All right.
But since I'm following it kind of like a trail,
You
wouldn't
follow
that be
it.
perception?
You follow it, not necessarily. And it's perception only if you're like intuitively looking for stuff. But if you're actively looking for stuff, then you're going to be doing a meticulous looking on the ground and then checking to see if things are there. And you do find a rainwater barrel that it leads to.
Okay. I look inside.
You look inside the rainwater barrel. You open it up, and you find that there is a some liquid inside that is kind of tinted red.
Does it look familiar? Because this is the same character that was messing around with it last time.
You experienced something very similar when you went to the guild. It looks very similar in type and tint. So yes, you do have some back history, some history with this type of substance. I don't remember exactly what your background was because I had 4 of those, or 5 of those game sessions.
Yeah. We fought 2 of these things.
Okay.
I'm going to take out some alchemist fire and drop it on top and set it off.
All right, you take some alchemist fire and you drop it on top and set it off. Roll your initiative.
Um, 23.
All right, since you went there alone, nobody is there to help you.
I was helping earlier.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah, he was helping me do it.
Also roll initiative.
That's a 5.
Okay. All right, so you go ahead, you drop the... how much damage does it Alchemist Fire do?
Not a whole lot, but it keeps burning for a long time. 24 points of damage. One point of damage the first round.
Okay. How much? How much did you say?
One.
1 point. All right.
One.
1 point. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
And I'm
It
looking
is-
around
It's your turn, Ogre.
with my weapons out.
You got a free attack. Ogre, your turn.
Mm. Let's see. All right, well, I don't really have a target right now, but I'm waiting for
I mean, what are you gonna? Are you
someone to approach aggressively.
okay?
I have my two short swords out.
Okay. Yeah, you guys don't really know what you're attacking right now. So, Camden, you got anything you want to do? You just, the
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Am I good?
Yep.
All
yeah,
right.
you're
Yep.
good.
Um.
You want to roll? You want
How?
to roll initiative, Camden? I got
All right, we'll do.
Joe is a 5.
Yep, I got a 3.
You got a 3. All right. All right. So, what's it?
A little confused. What is
Okay.
happening?
Right now, Ogre's character follows a slim, very small trail of slime outside into a rain barrel, in which he opens and finds there's some red ooze that he suspects is, something that he's fought in the past, and he puts some Greek fire on top of it, and it's burning right now, and that's when I had you guys roll initiative. So you
I
don't
do
really
say
have a
be ready,
target.
something's going to attack.
Okay. And Ogre is apparently got some insight on what might happen next, but he doesn't convey that to the party because he doesn't have time to. So, Camden, your turn. If you're gonna do
All right.
anything,
So
prep.
how close is Ogre to the barrel?
He's like 5 feet.
5 feet.
Ooh. No, I can't bring myself to do it. I will. I'll prepare a fireball. If it leaps out or anything of the sort, if it begins to try to escape, I will launch the fireball at it.
Okay. And so we got Ogre, DC 15. Wisdom. Wisdom save DC 15.
17.
17. Okay, you get a bit of a headache and kind of shake it off for a moment, as if your mind was being attacked. And then you have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A pseudopod comes out of the barrel and whacks you in the head, doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. Plus,
That wouldn't activate my me being
hold-
ready for an
hold on.
attack.
You were ready. It rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
And also it does It does another 8 points of psychic damage as part of its pseudopod attack.
Okay.
And it is
am
now
going
your
to
turn,
attack it
Ogre.
back.
All right, you attack it back.
So I was ready for its attack. I
Mhm.
got 2 swords.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, and I got an 18 with the
Mhm.
first one.
18, the first one, you hit.
Yep. Hunter's mark and uh, 25.
Mhm.
So let's see. We'll go one there.
How much damage?
And this mark is all right. I'm doing 2 attacks. Well, I hate it when it does this. All right, that's 10 plus 10. Okay. Hello.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting for the computer. It's not rolling.
Well, roll some regular dice.
Okay.
I know you like rolling regular dice. I'm rolling regular dice.
Yeah. Except all my regular dice are back on the table in the back.
Uh-huh.
So, and 6. So that's 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Good. How about okay, that would be I guess the ooze's turn. I had it out of order earlier, but
Who's already took a turn?
no, ooze
Just
rolled
hit me.
ooze. Yeah, no, ooze rolled a 6, and because everybody wasn't ready or whatever, it basically delayed its action or something, and waited. So it is the ooze's turn now, and it misses that action and make another ogre make another wisdom save.
That's going to be a 22.
Okay, you again feel as though
Almost
you've been
perfect.
attacked psychically, and nothing happens. And it is now let's see, pseudopod attack. 10 points of damage from and bludgeoning damage plus another 2 points of psychic damage. And with that, it is Joe's turn.
I'll cast Toll the Dead, Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
DC 14, okay. Rolled a 14.
Cool. I think that's all I got.
Okay. Camden, your turn.
All right. Seeing that has not left the barrel yet, I do not have. Do I have an accurate sight picture of this thing?
You see a rain barrel with a pseudopod beating the shit out of Ogre's character.
And it also, since it was the start of another round, takes 3 points of damage from the fire.
Oh, yes. Call that out so I can remember.
So I will cast haste. on Ogre,
Haste.
seeing that he is in direct confrontation with it.
Okay. You cast haste on Ogre's
There we go.
character. And is that your
I'm not looking
round?
to help the guys.
Yeah. All right. So with that, it
Well,
is
I won't have
Ogre's
anything to
turn.
help that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ogre's turn. Go for it.
All right. I'm going to take. Haste gives me 2 actions, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to swing at this thing twice.
Okay.
I got once, I'm sure is a miss, a 9, and I got a 17 with the other, I think, hits.
9 and 17. Okay.
Which is 8. Plus 8, 16 points of damage. And I'm going to take a 5 foot to get it some distance so he can't hit me when I do a cure wounds.
You're allowed to back away without disengaging or incurring an opportunity attack. I don't
Yeah,
think you can in 5th
it's
edition.
just a 5 foot step. It's not a full move.
Is it part of your class action or a bonus action?
No, that's normal movement.
I'm not sure about
5
that.
foot step.
I think there's a lot of there's like warriors have all sorts of bonuses that let them do that kind of stuff, and other classes can do all sorts of stuff like that. But if you don't have a if it's not an ability, you could incur an opportunity attack if you step away without disengaging or using one of your feats.
Let's see.
In 3rd edition, and I know
Yeah.
there was rules like that, but 5th edition they changed it and made this hodgepodge of infinite number of feats that anybody can pick up, including feats that allow you to move and switch positions. Otherwise, it would make a lot of these feats unusable, like pointless. So
Um,
unless you can prove otherwise, right now that's a ruling.
I'm checking. All right.
And they got to cast a Lambert game in 15 minutes,
All right.
which can be late, of course.
Yep.
But and I think I forgot to tell a couple people that I'm pushing cast Lambert games to 10 instead of 9 because of how many late people.
All right, then let's speed this up. Then I do a phase step, which is a type of teleport.
There you go. You can do that.
And I do a where'd my character go? And I do the cure wounds.
Okay, you phase step and do cure wounds. You already used up to it. You got 2 attacks. That was your first attack, the first round. You had another round from your haste, and you're using phase step in and what again?
I get 16 hit points back.
All right, you got 16 hit points back. All right, and okay, that's your turn.
And yep.
Ooze.
That's
The
it
ooze.
for me. Oh, and the oil.
And the oil. Make sure the oil does its damage.
Another 3 points.
Another 3 points. Okay. All right. So with that, we have the ooze. The ooze. Well, how far away did you travel with your shadow step or your not your shadow step, your misty step,
Base step.
base step?
I'm gonna go 15 feet.
All right. You go 15
So
feet.
I can
You
get
go
back to
towards.
him next round.
You go close to your companions, or do you go away from your companions?
Yeah.
Close to your companions. Okay. All right. So with that, the ooze travels to the group. All of you are together. You are all now within range, melee range of the ooze, and the ooze attacks. It attacks Ogre again with a 19, and it hits, and it does 10 points of bludgeoning damage plus 5 points of psychic damage. And it
Alright.
do a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Oh yeah. 16.
16. Okay. Again, you passed the save for the third time, and it is now Joe's turn.
How's this
Joe,
thing looking?
I mean, it's ooze. You can't really tell. It's
Okay.
it's feeling emboldened. It's not exactly in the, it's not fleeing.
Okay. I'm gonna try and cast sleep on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. That is 98.
Okay. You try casting 98.
9,
What is
9,
98?
17. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry. Doing math. 13, 17, 19, 26, 27, 35, 39, and 42. Does it go down with 42?
Oh yeah, it collapses into a pile of pile of mush, I guess, and spreads out and turns brown, and begins to you begin to smell like this far more potent odor of sulfur all of a sudden. And it is dead.
It's dead.
It is dead. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you hear a scream coming from inside. A male, kind of crying, like clearly upset noise coming from inside. Wouldn't call it a cry or anything, but clearly upset.
Okay. I cast another cure on myself
Mm-hmm.
because I am hurting before going over and looking for someone inside.
Okay.
This either in the barrel or in the ooze itself.
Yeah,
You
before he gets
notice.
inside, I'll drop haste so we can go ahead and get the lethargy over with.
All right. And as you go inside, you notice that Malleus is on his knees, kind of looking over this puddle of brown goo. And with tears in his eyes.
I'm sorry, Malleus. That ooze thing is back. We killed this one, but I don't know how many more are here.
And he looks at you and says, "What do you mean back?"
It was the thing that was causing the problems in the guild that you just came from.
He looks at
We
you.
fought 2 of them, remember, and killed them.
He looks at you like doesn't understand what you're talking about. He looks at the floor and he looks at you and he's like, "This was my best friend."
The ooze took his. No, the ooze killed your best friend and used his shape to do what he wanted, which is apparently to keep you from having a guild. There's probably
Why?
more than one.
He kind of like
I don't know yet.
looks. He looks at. He's like, "Why is this such a problem? Why can't I just have? Why can't I rebuild? Why does everyone want me dead? Why does everybody? Why is everyone killing my friends? And what? You know?" And he looks down at this puddle of ooze, crying and dismayed, like he's fighting an uphill battle that he can't win.
The only way to get through this is by continuing, not giving up.
I don't know about that. Life is tough, and maybe sometimes life is going to put a lot of obstacles in your way, and maybe sometimes it's better to take a different path. But
Well, with that, because of time and other things, there was technically a third act to this, but I want to cut this game short because I got a Castle Amber game coming.
okay.
So, for all intents and purposes, that is the adventure. Hope you guys had fun. You got any feedback by chance? I'm open to that. I noticed there might have been some disengagement in this game. Was that because of the content
Ouch.
being boring, or or is that some other issue?
I didn't feel the disengagement. Actually, thought the role play was
You like the role
kind of
play? You
fun.
like, and of course it was.
I'll have to mull about it to give you proper feedback.
That's
I
fine.
don't know offhand.
That's fine. But like I said, this was the first run. It was a dry run. It's the first time I've run this particular adventure as written, and we'll see. We've got a game tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully have a
I
little
will
bit more
say
time
that
to
this one hurt a little bit more.
hurt as in hurt, like you got hurt.
Yeah.
You did kill the mob. This one was designed to be killable. I don't remember which one you were in. You were in the game. You were in the
I was
you were in the game with the.
I think the last game.
Were you?
That,
Hey, I gotta bounce.
you ran.
I got dinner
All right.
plans.
All right, Joe.
Gotta make
I
dinner.
appreciate you
Thank
hanging
you.
out with us. You take care.
Take care. Bye bye.
I know there was a couple of technical issues.
Technical issues. What do you mean?
Well, someone had a problem with their internet, and
Oh yeah, I'm not
I was
considering
having
that kind
problems
of
with the
stuff.
dice roller.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
I
If
don't.
you're looking for direct feedback, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So the direct feedback I would get is that it was hard.
Now you cut out. You cut out on me as soon as I heard ha.
How's that? Am I good?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So it felt like it was something happening to us, and
Uh-huh.
the investigation, everything beyond that, it was extremely muddy. Which some mysteries are extremely muddy, but for
Yeah.
such a short time frame, it's almost impossible to figure out who a mole could be based on thoughts, or that it could be an inside man. I didn't know how many people were in the tavern. Just general logistical stuff like that can easily be cleaned up. It was a great
Yeah.
premise.
Yeah.
It was. I personally was struggling how to figure out how to engage with the content in a proper way
Yeah.
that my character would do.
Yeah.
it's not that I wanted to stay out of it. It's that I was thinking, my two fellow party members are having excellent RP. They were going through talking to the rats. It's very hard for a wizard to speak to animals. So
Right.
that wasn't any fault of the module. That was just two players pursuing a line of thought, and naturally they ran with it. Turned out to be a dead end. The fight at the end, I couldn't fireball. That's usually the wizard's big thing. But other than that, just simple logistics. Yeah, I think that would probably be the biggest feedback is just the logistics and ironing out and maintaining coherency between the players, knowing exactly where everybody is instead of chiming in 5 minutes after I would have gone with that person or I'm in combat, just stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the things that I found with wizards, it's always good to have a lightning bolt to go along with that fireball, just in case you do have party members in the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and the thing is, that's also part of character concept. I've had characters that wouldn't use fire, and some that wouldn't use electricity, and just wasn't their nature. They'd like ice, different things like that. So, but I like your character concept. It's kind of cool because normally I would think of your character as being like a paladin or something for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, with that, I got at least two people waiting for a Castle Amber game to start. So, Camden,
Are we going to a different room?
no, well, we're going to stick on this one. I don't have a separate room set up right now. I probably should because I keep getting interrupted.
Yeah.
But I'll set that up for next week, I guess, since it's happened twice in a row.
Well, Camden, if he's as solid a player as he seems, he might like the Castle Amber game too.
We do have a seat available. I'm not sure if you're willing to or be interested in committing every Thursday night, though, Camden.
Crazy. Funnily enough, I am looking for a game, but Thursdays is when I run my Grim Hollow game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Thursday. I said Thursday. I meant Tuesday. I meant now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could potentially pull a Tuesday. I could definitely pull a Tuesday. What's the general rough concept?
It's a Castle Amber game, so it's an older campaign setting, for like from the 80s that predates what do you call it? Starts with R. I'm trying to remember.
Roll20?
No. The module. Ravenloft. It predates Ravenloft campaign setting. So before Ravenloft, there was Castle Amber, and it's about 50% homebrew and 50% Goodman Games adaptation for 5th edition. And so you'd be joining 2 months in with these guys, and everybody starts at 5th level. These guys, I think they're 6th level.
Yep. Going to be 7th soon.
Hopefully 7th soon. So.
So a new character would start at 5th, or would the character be same level?
I mean, I can jump you in at 6th if you want. And
since we're doing milestones, it just makes sense.
Yeah, we're doing milestones. I'll let you guys level up together. And but I will say, people lose limbs in this game. They die repeatedly. I got Jesse committing suicide. I got it's a horror oriented game. So if you're into that kind of stuff, that's what it's about. So
yeah, I'm 8th roll right now. So
Grim Hollow is definitely all about that grim dark aspect. So. I definitely think I could swing that. What's the current class makeup?
We got. I'm trying to remember.
I'm a barbarian fighter.
Yeah, that's currently trapped in an ethereal plane. We have an elven warrior that is currently a 5-year-old elven child, and because he died and got cloned. A little too soon, and and then we got what is Jesse's character again? I know he
is kind of a rogue.
All right, so he's a rogue that
I think.
that got cursed by a cleric, a high-level cleric, that died, and then the cloning process kind of intermingled a little bit, and he now is no longer a cat person. He's a human. He's now Amber. He's now one of the people. He's basically an NPC that he gets to play as a PC. And except he doesn't seem to have access to the cleric abilities. He has level 1 access to the cleric, I think, the NPC. So basically, his soul got intertwined with this cleric, and now he got cloned, and he's now human instead of I forgot the race of the cat race. But anyway, he's no longer a cat. He's a human.
He's not Tabaxi anymore.
Tabaxi, that's it.
Yeah.
He's not Tabaxi anymore. He's human, and he's going around posing as this guy. And you'll catch up if you want to get into it. There's a lot of really interesting lore, and there's a lot of stuff that's really kind of crazy and off the wall.
He's Jesse's a cleric fighter rogue now.
Okay, he's
Also a lot of multi-classing going on
for him.
No, just him. Quentin and I. Well, Quentin's a ranger hunter, and I'm a barbarian fighter. We're kind of stuck here, so we're having to adjust to the different living conditions. I'm a barbarian that can't rage because I can't sleep.
Oh,
that's another thing. There's no long rest in this game.
Unless you die.
Unless you die.
So what happens if you go wizard?
And you're getting a lot. Well, I don't know about screwed. There are ways of dealing with everything. It's just a matter of figuring them out. And right now, the party has figured out that if they die,
nothing,
and they have a clone, which, the family goes around harvesting, body mass from time to time in order to clone everybody. And usually after an engagement and they fall in battle, they wake up without a leg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be really interested in joining. It's just I'm starting a new job tomorrow, and if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to wait a week and see how my work schedule turns out, and make sure that I will be available, because I'd hate to commit now and then be like, hey, didn't tell you that I had all these commitments that I have to attend to, and so sorry for wasting your time. So I just want to ride this week out, make sure everything goes well with it. Everything's going to be a for sure thing. See what time I get off, and then absolutely, I'd love to report back and see what the options are.
Cool. Well, good luck with your new job, and you're more than welcome
to what I was going to say.
Come hang out with us next week.
All right, absolutely, for sure. All right, I'll be seeing y'all around.
All right, later.
All right,
see you.
All right, let's see. And with that, I guess we're going to switch back over to, because I probably should have ended this earlier.
What's with the underwater theme?
That's not underwater, but here, we're going to switch back to the ending stream transit.